Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I want to I'm going to work on a small project. I hope it's a small project. I hope it's not a super big deal. But I mentioned in one of my previous videos that I wanted to eventually do an improvement on how to raise and lower my bunk in the back. The bad thing is the good thing is it's the most comfortable bed in the whole camper. The bad thing is it's kind of a pain in the butt to raise and lower. Especially with only one person doing it, and sometimes it's that way. But regardless of whether you have one or two, it is still a pain in the butt, and I'll show you why. So the way that I have it built, I'm using these Harbor Freight the track system. There's one up here, then there's one down lower, and my 2x4s that are the frame of the bed, basically those have to go up and over and then nestle back down into this saddle type setup here, and that's how it works, and it is very secure. The problem is that it's also kind of a pain in the butt because you have to go up and over these to get them to work, and that's just very hard to do. Because these are cut to pretty much the exact length that they need to be, so that they don't fall out of their spots when you move them up and down. So the way that I currently do it, is there's two of those track systems, four of them, two on each side. One up high, one down low. Then I take, I have some spare, one or two, I forget how many. When I go to lower it, I take two of these, move them down lower, move the one side down, then I go over to the other side, hold that up, take those off, move those two down, and then lower the bed down. And as you can see, that's a pain in the butt. So what I'll do is I'll just take you guys along the little journey as I try to come up with a different idea of how to do this. Now, the one thing I will say is anytime I'm trying to do something like this, I just simply think of what other thing have I seen that does the same mechanical action of what I'm trying to do. So in this situation, I'm trying to think of some sort of an old gate or a door latch or something. It's got to be something simple. What I'm thinking is it just needs to retract and extend to go into position. Other things I'm thinking about, I don't know if I can just take the side and cut the sides off of this, which would make it easier to put in place. I'm not exactly sure yet, but I'll figure it out, and I will show you guys when I'm done with it, and then you can see for yourselves what you would or wouldn't do in your own build. Probably. So I'm gonna look around my scrap piles that I have around the property. I always, don't tell my wife, but I hardly ever throw away any type of metal that I've been working on. Even if she asks me to throw away an old bed frame or whatever, I'll go find a spot in the woods to put it. So I have a couple of stashes, of stashing spots around the property. So I'm gonna go dig through some of those and see what I can come up with. Okay, so I'm at spot number 1. Let me turn you around. I don't know, this might work, but it might not. Let me turn you around. So I remember I found these things one time. They were laying alongside of the road in the weirdest spot. So I picked them up. That might work. Other than, the problem I don't think that they would work is because there might have been a reason that somebody threw them out. They probably don't work, and it looks like it's broken. I don't know if I'd want to put my weight on those things. Then I got some really big stuff over there. It's probably too big, so I'll keep looking. On to spot number 2. Spot number 2 is a pretty good spot. It's behind my shop, and it's where I keep most of the good stuff. So over here, I found a couple of interesting things. So this right here, for example, These, I like these because this is one piece of metal, one piece sliding inside of another piece. So this fits over the top of that tubing. I think that those are off of like a, I don't know, some sort of a generator or some sort of a cart. Some sort of a cart that had folding handles. I remember that part. I found this, but I only have one of these. But this, that's a good idea too, because this slides inside of here. So that way I could have it to where, I don't know, it could extend, right? I got some old bed frame rails there. I could do something potentially with those, like have a slot in the side that they slide in and out of the wall. I'm not sure. Let me go inside and see what I can find. Okay, I'm starting to get some ideas, but I think at this next spot I should have it all worked out. I just gotta cut through here. This is where I keep all my bigger stuff over here, because no one can ever really see it, even when the leaves are off. When I was growing up, my grandpa used to have these stashes all around the farm. Well, I call them stashes. He used to kind of just, if he was farming and a piece of equipment messed up, he would drag it over to the edge of the field and leave it. He might come back and take parts off of it someday. And around the farm, we had several of those spots with old corn pickers and different wagons, all kind of stuff. So I guess some things you just keep with you. All right, here's my good spot. Okay, what all do I have here? Okay. See, this is stuff that's valuable. It's metal, so it'll never go bad, really. You can always use it and weld on it. More bed frames. That's part of an old trailer that I used to have with my pizza oven and stuff on it. That over here. I think that there were some hinges of some sort over here that I'm kind of looking for. My idea that I have right now is this. Do you remember those old glider type things that people used to have on their porches? Like a lawn chair, but it was a glider. It wasn't a swing, it was a glider. I'm picturing that glider mechanism, how that worked. That would be cool. Totally different than what I've been talking about so far. So you'll just have to wait and see what I come up with. Okay guys, I'm excited because I finally got my bunk figured out at least a lot better. So here's how it works. So to put it down, you got to pull 4 pins there, 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 and here, and just let it swing. Let it swing down, and it locks into place. Now, to put it back up, pull the pin there, pull the pin there, and just swing it into place. And it locks in the up position as well. So much nicer.